I see loads of CS leaders getting stuck with things like NPS and being held accountable. One of the challenges that most people have with NPS is it's far too vague. You're just asking somebody whether they recommend, usually, and it doesn't give you any meat. It's not a CS metric at all. In fact, it's barely a product metric or a company metric.
NPS is not about the score. It is all about the feedback. So as long as you're building some scalable, repeatable motion to get feedback, and that's being looked at on a periodic, methodical basis, then it's doing what it's supposed to do.
If you can drill into that with your customers and work out what it is that's blocking them and determine where those blockers are specifically within your product, and they tend to be around things like adoption, then yes, that's really powerful. And you can use that to say, if we were doing this, we would be able to increase this adoption metric, this revenue metric, all of those things that are really like key buzzwords for SaaS businesses right now. But it tends not to come from those high level data points. And it also tends not to come from users.
All feedback is not created equal. If we want useful customer feedback, we have to be asking these intelligent questions, being able to find a link, the tension between customer value and revenue outcomes. How do we find a bridge between those two things?
It's not something that you just send out, get a response back, and you close the file. It's really just the very beginning of a long and varied path. It can go in a lot of different ways. It could be positive, it could be negative. You could get good feedback on the negative side. You could get terrible feedback on the positive side. And it's your job to translate all of that.